Diamondlot, The Diamond Squad. By Eric Waugh. Chapter 14. The Bounty Hunter. After getting blown out the house, Rihanna was picking herself up and dusting herself off. Luckily, she hadn't sustained any serious injury and was ready to get back inside the house to find Bella and the others. However, before she could make her way back, she heard a noise coming from the town. She turned her attention where the town was and she could hear people screaming. The people of Anjin were under attack, and when Rihanna got a clearer look, she noticed people running away from swarms of locusts. The people were in trouble, and eventually it would make its way towards their direction. Rihanna knew she had to get back inside the house and warn Alex. But before she returned, she found Nathan still lying on the ground. She picked him up and carried him towards the house. It was dark inside the room with only a bit of moonlight shining through the window. Alex was trying to make his way to activate the backup generators, but little did he know, there was someone behind ready to strike him down. The person hid themselves well, but Bella just caught sight of the katana shining against the moonlight, and she immediately drew her spear to block the attack, allowing Alex to escape the lethal strike. Bella had successfully foiled the assailant's first attempt, but as they were still within the dark, Bella couldn't see her opponent, who threw her hard against the ground. Bella called for Chelsea to protect Alex, but she couldn't see anything around her. That was when she heard the sound of Alex in peril. Chelsea followed his voice, and then she began swinging her arms wildly, hoping to hit something. The person in the dark grabbed Chelsea's arm and then tossed her aside with ease. But thanks to Chelsea's distraction, Alex was able to flick the switch of the backup generator, putting the lights in the room back on. The light revealed a ninja within the room with their face concealed, holding a katana, ready for battle. The assailant told the two women to stay out of her way, as her only target was the mad scientist. With such a menacing voice, Alex ran behind Bella and Chelsea, hoping they would protect him. Both of them asked if he had any idea who this person was. All Alex could tell them was that this person was most likely a bounty hunter sent to hunt him down. Bella and Chelsea assumed their defensive position, and they weren't stepping out of the way. Seeing that they made their choice, the bounty hunter momentarily disappeared from their sights. Bella and Chelsea began looking around the entire room, but they couldn't find their target. Then just outside the room, they heard Rihanna with Nathan on her back, shouting loudly to warn them about the town. However, she couldn't finish what she wanted to say because the hidden ninja reappeared and grabbed Chelsea by the arm unexpectedly. Chelsea was then thrown with full force towards Rihanna, and they were both sent smashing through into another room. Bella called for Lilu and told her to check on everyone else to make sure they were all right. Lilu was worried for Bella's safety, but with some assurance, Lilu quickly flew to check on Chelsea, Rihanna, and Nathan. The bounty hunter turned away from Bella, hoping she would be deterred from further helping Alex, but that was not the case. Bella jumped on the back of the enemy and grabbed on tight. Unimpressed, the ninja grabbed her and then threw her against the wall of the room. Bella was now on her back and completely vulnerable to the katana that was about to strike her, but Alex reappeared with a can of hairspray and a lit-up match. He was close enough to his opponent that when he pressed the hairspray, the fire shot right at the assassin's mask. With her face no longer covered, the identity of the bounty hunter was now revealed. Bella recognized the face as it was the exact same as the server from Alno's Tavern. However, this was someone Alex knew. He told Bella that the assassin before them was Annabelle, someone who grew up in the same village as him. Alex shifted his focus to Annabelle and walked towards her. He shouted out his name in hopes she would still remember him. She slowly approached him, and as they got closer, Annabelle swung horizontally at Alex's head, but luckily he ducked below in time and got a bit of a haircut. Based on her expression, she was disappointed that she missed on that attack, but her eyes told everyone that she would not miss a second time. So the second swing appeared swiftly that Alex would not have time to evade, but Bella was quick enough to block the attack with her spear. Bella was wondering why Annabelle was attacking her old friend, but Annabelle elaborated on how a bounty hunter does not allow their emotions to get in their way of their mission. As she overpowered Bella against the wall, she also added that Alex was no friend of hers, but a traitor. Alex was confused by what Annabelle said, and she suddenly appeared in front of Alex and kicked him in the gut. She then picked him up and threw him across the room. Alex was badly hurt and Bella was not in much better shape to help. She could only watch as Annabelle walked up to Alex with her katana in her dominant hand. Alex attempted to talk to her, but Annabelle's anger had clouded her judgment. She raised her blade in the air, dropping it down to where Alex was, but the blade never made contact with the scientist. Instead, a loyal dog appeared in front of her owner and let out a weak bark. Matcha was now standing between the katana and Alex, but most importantly, Annabelle had completely halted her attack. She put her katana away and reached out with her hand to pet the dog. Annabelle was happy to see Matcha again, as it reminded her of her companion from years ago. Her own dog, Cookie, was as loyal and caring as Matcha, but after the swarm of locusts invaded her village, she was the only survivor left that day. After what happened in her village, Annabelle kept wondering, why did this have to happen to everyone and everything she cared about? Out of her rage, she forced herself to become strong to ensure nothing like this would ever happen again. Eventually, that led her to the path of becoming a merciless bounty hunter. Over time, she heard rumors that Alex was still alive and causing trouble in the town of Anjin. She should have been happy to know someone else in her village survived, but she wasn't aware of how much anger she still harbored in her heart. Instead, this whole time, Annabelle had blamed Alex, thinking he deserted the village to save himself. But after seeing Matcha and how Alex has been doing his best to take care of her, Annabelle's rage began to subside. After her time with Matcha, Annabelle slowly made her way to Alex. She held her hand out, attempting to help him up. Alex didn't realize how lucky he was to still be breathing, but he was glad Annabelle seemed to have gotten over her rage. He reached out his hand so he could be helped out, but as their hands were about to make contact, Bella sensed something targeting the two friends. Bella yells as she jumps in front of them and intercepts a massive swarm of locusts that was heading their way. She took the lethal attack to the chest and was knocked out cold. Annabelle and Alex were in shock with what they had just witnessed, but they weren't prepared for what was about to appear next. A dark figure wearing a cape and had bugs hovering around him was staring at them with a menacing smile.